Hi Gemini, here is your relationship reading for January 2017. I would just like to wish you all a very happy new year once again. Please bear in mind it is a general reading, so it will not resonate with everybody. If it doesn't, please check your moon and rising signs. Now, the first card we have here, we have the Knight of Cups. Now the Cups is water energy, Scorpio, Pisces and Cancer. So some of you may very well be involved with a water sign, but it doesn't have to mean that, okay? It is reversed, and the water energy in the Cups, it talks of our feelings and our emotions, okay? Now, with the Knight of Cups, if this is your energy that we're talking about at the moment, you may very well find that you're overly emotional, in the sense that your emotions maybe are ruling your head at the moment. You may be feeling quite moody and you may be feeling quite jealous. You may even be jumping to conclusions that may be unfounded. If this is in regards to your partner, it can talk about somebody who breaks promises. Somebody that's proved to maybe be untrustworthy on some level. Somebody who is quite superficial and maybe over a period of time has let you down in some way, okay? Because the thing with the Knight of Cups when it's reversed and the Knight of Cups energy is that they tend to act more from an emotional place. But the thing is, the emotions can fluctuate on a daily basis, as with all of us. But because their choices and their decisions come from more of an emotional place, quite often what they say and what they promise and what they're offering can change. Now, I'm not saying on a daily basis, but you know, they may be feeling a certain way on an emotional level one day, that they could promise certain things to you, anything. And then a few days later, their emotions change and then they feel differently, or what they promised a few days ago doesn't actually come about. I feel it's more the energy of your partner. And I just feel that repeatedly they have let you down on an emotional level. Now, here we have a major arcana. We have the Death card. Now, a lot of people don't like the Death card, okay? The Death card talks about change. It talks about new beginnings. It is reversed. And it can talk about a change, a major change, but one that you're not entirely prepared for. Now, to me, this is in connection with your partner. As I said, I feel they have made a promise to you based from their emotions, and they've let you down with this, or they've broken the promise, or they haven't delivered what they've said they're going to deliver. The thing is, when this card's reversed, it can talk about more to do with major changes, I think, rather than the actual ending of something. So I don't think this relationship is going to come to an end, but I do feel that there are going to be some major changes within this relationship during this month of January. And you may find yourself in a position where you are actually forced to really look at this relationship and really analyze what it is that your partner is actually giving to you versus what they are promising to give to you. Now, here we have another major arcana. We have Temperance, and it is reversed. Temperance, when it's reversed, it can talk about a lack of long-term vision. The long-term vision of this relationship. You may very well find yourself struggling to see where this relationship is going, because you may well have been let down on so many occasions by your partner. It can talk about an imbalance. Things are out of kilter. Things are not flowing as they should be between you both, which is causing some worry for you, which may be causing some conflict, either internally for you or between you both. But something's out of balance. And you know, it's possible that you could be actually suppressing some way what you have actually learned. The only way I can describe it is that this person may, as I said, have let you down on so many occasions that you kind of reach that point where when they promise something else, you find yourself getting drawn into it again. You find yourself believing those promises, and you find yourself pushing down those feelings of, well, am I going to get let down again? It's almost like you know you're going to get let down, but you keep trying to give your partner the benefit of the doubt. That's the only way I can describe it. But the thing is, you're going to need to find some balance here. You know, the relationship cannot continue like this. And maybe that's why that death card has shown up. Because it is going to require some major changes, I think, in order to get the balance right again between you both. To get things flowing again correctly between you both. Now, in your near past position, we have the Six of Wands. The Wands is fire energy, Aries, Leo and Sagittarius. And, you know, it talks more to do with our actions. Now, it is reversed. When it's reversed, it can talk about lacking in confidence, okay? And maybe feeling insecure within this relationship. As I said, I feel this person has repeatedly let you down in some way, or has repeatedly broken promises. And they may not do it intentionally, but like I said, I feel they do it because it's more based on how they are feeling at that moment. But there's definitely a lack of confidence and a lack of security within this relationship for you. And sometimes attached with this card is the need for you to expect some sadness, but also to know that it's not going to be permanent, okay? It can talk of disappointment and feeling that the others have let you down. And that's just the feeling I'm getting overall here, is that you just feel that your partner in some way just keeps letting you down. And those letdowns are going to be different for all of you, okay? But that to me is the overriding energy here. Now we have more Wands energy here. We have the Three of Wands. Again, it is reversed, okay? It talks about compromise that's needed within this relationship. And it talks about setbacks. But setbacks that are important for the growth of this relationship. Delays on the journey, so to speak, of this relationship. And delays in regards to the personal growth of this relationship. Because the thing is, if you are dealing with somebody that constantly breaks promises or lets you down, then obviously that is going to create setbacks. It is going to create a delay in the growth of this relationship. It can talk about communication problems as well here. And that's why I think, you know, and the fact that we've got that Temperance card down the bottom, as I said, out of balance, out of kilter. The two of you, I don't feel, are quite singing off the same hymn page. But in order for this relationship to work, there's going to need to be compromise. Because I think at the moment, this relationship is just full of tension, but the tension's coming from misunderstandings. Maybe you are misinterpreting what's being promised. Or maybe the lesson that you should have learned is to expect these letdowns. Because kind of like, well, you know, you've got so used to, how can I describe it? It's almost like you shouldn't expect what's being promised to always come about, because it's almost like you should have learnt by now that that is how this person is, and you haven't quite learnt that lesson, or like I said, you're suppressing it in some way. And you find yourself giving them the benefit of the doubt. Definite letdowns here. And those letdowns are causing setbacks. They are preventing this relationship from progressing in the way it should. And as I said, it may require some compromise, but most definitely the communication lines are going to have to be opened up completely between you both. Now, your outcome card that we have here is the High Priestess. It is a major arcana, and the High Priestess, it shows that a major decision is needed here, okay? But you need to listen to your intuition, your sixth sense, your gut feeling, however you want to refer to it. I feel that deep down you do intuitively know what you need to do. But it can talk about the need for guidance. Maybe guidance in terms of listening to a tarot reader. But the thing is, I just feel that deep down, you know what you need to do for your particular situation here, okay? Now, for all of you, it's going to be different, okay? For some of you, you may decide that you've been let down once too often, and you may very well decide that you want to end this relationship. For some of you, you may decide that you want to work on this relationship and you want to get the balance there and you want to communicate, and it is going to require major changes. But you're prepared to accept those major changes in order for this relationship to continue. Some of you as well may have been having some very vivid dreams. And if you have, you need to pay attention to those, because sometimes your subconscious mind can give you little messages in your dreams that you may not actually be seeing through your normal day. But you're definitely seeking guidance here and knowledge. Guidance and knowledge in regards to what to do with this relationship. And the thing is, I'm not going to pull a clarifying card on this. Because to me, I feel that this decision needs to come more from yourself. Now, attached with the High Priestess is sometimes it does say that, you know, if you can't reach this decision on your own, then to seek inspiration or counsel from somebody else, okay? Somebody that may be older than you, may be wiser than you, somebody that may not even be a friend or particularly in your environment, somebody very much on the outside that you can open up and talk to, okay? But I think it's more a case of having somebody that you can talk to, because quite often when you sit and talk about what's bothering you, you can then sometimes find your own answers when you hear yourself talking about the problem and the situation to somebody else. But the reason I don't want to pull a clarifying card here is because, like I said, I feel the majority of you intuitively know what you need to do. But because it's coming from within you, that decision is going to be different for all of you. And I don't want to sway any of you into making a decision that may be right for some of you, but may not be right for others. I just feel that for the majority of you, if you're in this situation where your partner is letting you down on an emotional level, or not following through with things they say they're going to do, then the only way this relationship is going to be able to be moved forward is, like I said, to accept major changes. Both of you are going to have to maybe make major changes. And you're going to have to find the balance. Because at the moment, there's no balance here. You know, if this is an early stage relationship for some of you, you may very well decide to throw in the towel. You may very well think, oh, you know, I'm tired of you keep breaking dates. You know, we're going to meet on Saturday, then you don't turn up. And, you know, it could be that situation. For others of you in a more long-standing relationship, then, you know, the letdowns are going to be very much different. But look, overall, if you are in a happy, fulfilling relationship where you're both singing off the same hymn page, then this message today is not for you. This message is about Geminis that are in a relationship and are being let down continuously by their partner, which is having an emotional effect on you, which is making you feel a lack of confidence and a lack of security within this relationship. And as I said, the only way this is going to change is for both of you to obviously talk about this and communicate about it, and for major changes to take place. And I think intuitively you know what you need to do, and you know exactly what it is you want. I think it's just about you having the courage to listen to that little voice inside you. And maybe talking to somebody else may help you clarify your decision more. Maybe this reading will give you a little bit more clarification. Because I don't see an ending here, okay? If the death card was like that, I would, you know, that to me would signify an ending. Because it's like this, I feel it's talking more that unless major changes are made, then an ending can take place. So Gemini, that does conclude your relationship reading for January. As I said, it is a general reading. It's not going to resonate for all of you, okay? But the last thing I want to say, and I know I've repeated myself, but just please listen to your gut instinct. Listen to that little voice inside your head. And then I think you'll be able to make the right decision for you and your partner. And if you think this relationship is worth saving, then be prepared to make the major changes. So that does conclude your reading. I will be back again very soon to do the reading for single Geminis. Obviously, there is a delay with these readings being done because of the Christmas period. So I do apologise for that. And just thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye.